Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast, Glitch and Glimmer.
Oh, this is marvellous to be back.
What is it all about, Sally?
What is this all about? This is all about finding the glimmer in every glitch. Well, we'll try to find
the glimmer in everyone's glitch.
It could be like that. I mean,
that makes it sound slightly inappropriate, doesn't it?
That is inappropriate, but there is method in our madness here because actually it is important to focus on the good.
Exactly.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Happy
Christmas. Happy
cheers.
Christmas.
Chin chin.
Have you survived?
Well, I'm here.
I'm here, only just.
Apparently.
Ooh.
I was thinking about this the other day and thinking, like, is it too positive to just try and find the good in everything? Because some people will be like, you can't live your life like that.
Yes,
there are shit times. I'm like, yes, I do totally get that. And I do relish in the shit times. As in, like, if there's emotions, I'll feel the emotions.
Sit in it. Okay.
I will sit in it. I will sit in the shit.
Sit in shit?
No.
You won't sit in shit?
No. But what I'm saying is that I will sit in it, but also you're the queen of reframing.
Oh, live my life reframing. I swear to God I should have changed careers.
And be a professional reframer.
Reframer. Is there a job that does that?
Yeah.
There is now.
I imagine so.
No, I think it is important. Why would you not? Why do you want to go around thinking everything's so negative and attracting more negativity and moaning and groaning? Actually, be grateful.
That is what happens, isn't it? If you look at things that are negative, then more negative comes.
Law of attraction.
That is how the law of attraction
works.
And
we work on a lot of energy. We're all big believers in that, aren't we?
We absolutely are.
Energy, good vibes, but not false positive.
No, that's my point, right? Is that it's not fake.
No.
So I genuinely am known as now one of the most positive people.
Really?
Why are you saying it like that?
Because I knew you'd react like that.
Oh, I'm easy.
You were easy.
Yes, but like it's not that I haven't had my shit. It's just that now I choose. There's a choice. I choose to look for the glimmers in all of everyone's glitches.
I tend to focus on my own glitch.
Do you want me to check out the glimmers in your glitch?
You can look at my glitch.
I bet your glitch is well glimmery.
It's
because you are
beautifully glimmery.
You're a very fabulous and glamorous person, aren't you?
Cute.
So I reckon even your glitch has got glimmers in it.
It does. Everyone says that about my glitch. No, the point is we're going off track again. It's outrageous. It's like Carry On movie. You were so right. It's not about being false, though, is it? It's definitely about things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. Good things, but find the humour in it. And I think we're quite good at that. And we don't necessarily take it too seriously. We're not being, reckless and being dismissive of things. But you've got to look at the good. Why not?
I'm trying to keep a straight face
Why?
when you're saying we're not reckless. And I'm like, speak for yourself.
We are a little bit.
We are a little bit.
Strategic in our recklessness.
So what are we finding the glimmers and glitches in? I've even started asking my kids, right?
Yeah.
What is the glitch and the glimmer of this situation? So the other day we were driving. I had my kids for Christmas. I'm a divorced mum. And I had my kids for Christmas and then they went to their dad's today. And I said to them the other day when we were driving, I was like, because they were talking about Christmas at daddy's, because then they get a whole nother Christmas. So I was like, right, what are the glitches and glimmers of having divorced parents? My kids are like 6 and 10. We have these chats. And they were like, well, the glitches are that you don't live in the same house. So when we're at daddy's, we miss you.
Oh.
And when we're at home, we miss daddy. And I was like, oh yeah, I miss him too. Nah, no, I'm joking.
You have a great relationship though, don't
really
you? You co-parent. You are a great example of how you co-parent. From the bits that you've said and obviously how well-rounded your kids sound. I mean, I had lunch with G the other day. Had the best time with this, honestly.
She is a little legend.
She's my new friend.
I'm teaching her well. I'm teaching her to be honest. The good kind of rude, right?
Is it rude then if it's the good kind?
Well, yes, things that like we've brought up to be thinking that's rude, like, thank you for the invite, but actually I don't really like your company, so I'm not coming. Is that too honest?
Brutal but brilliant.
Or like, I know that I was supposed to be going out with you on Saturday, but I have had a better offer, so I'm going to go and do the other thing. Is that too rude?
I would possibly reframe the delivery of that. But no, in essence, I know what you're saying. And I did admire that when you did that.
I did actually do that. I sent my friend a voice note. I was like,
well, I appreciate that because I was the person that you dropped hurt for, which is so.
That's why Sally's loving it.
Yeah,
when Sally's on the receiving end of it, she ain't gonna be happy.
It's really rude.
She's not gonna be happy. But basically, I'm teaching her with Christmas presents, yeah, because if you get presents that you don't like, I feel like you should be able to say to the person to let them know that they've done a shit job of buying you a present. No, that's a joke. That is a joke.
It's not though, is it?
No, but as in like, thank you for the gift. I can see that you've put a lot of effort into thinking of something to get me. It's not really my thing. I prefer XYZ, cash. However, thank you for the thought.
Would you go, see, this is where we differ because I wouldn't go to that much effort of giving an explanation. I'd be like, oh, darlings, that was so lovely. Thank you. I love it.
Well, that's a lie.
No.
And then re-gift it.
I don't think it just stays on my windowsill for a few months. Then I feel bad because it's gathering dust. And then I think, oh, anyone's birthday coming up? No, I don't do that. I do a little.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I would. These are the reasons that I want
thing, isn't it?
to tell the person is because thank you for getting me a gift. Next time, do better. I like XYZ, champagne and cash.
What we did? Oh yeah.
Right? If you don't know what to get me, I like champagne and
candle.
cash.
I don't mind.
Oh, I love a candle.
Oh no, hang on a minute. Unless there's a caveat here, I like a decent candle.
Yes, not smelling like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
No.
Or knob cheese. Someone told me there was a knob cheese candle out on the market.
That, again, I don't.
No one wants to smell that.
No one wants that in any context.
No one wants to smell your knob cheese candle.
We've taken a turn. But the point is, if we go back to boundaries and everything else and honesty, you're right. I should. No, but then I'm a codependent. I'm a bit of a people pleaser. Mm-hmm. That might strike you as a surprise.
I'm a recovering people pleaser.
I'm getting better. I am getting better. But what we do in our family is we do turn a blind eye.
Oh, so, what is this? I like this. Oh,
turn a blind eye.
Turn a blind eye on gift giving or on all sorts of things because this could be deep.
No, we're not going deep.
Right.
My family are very shallow. We are not needing to go deep there, all right? Okay. So what we do is we go out shopping to buy presents for everybody else, obviously. Now, this year was quite interesting, although it confused the life out of us because we actually had streamlined the gift list. So not as many people got gifts this year. It didn't help my bank balance, I've got to tell you. Well, because normally we buy everybody, we go berserk.
What, like adults and kids?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then obviously I feel, this is very controversial and people are not going to like this, but
bring it on.
And then it was a kind of, all right, we'll just buy the children, which, great, that makes sense because there's a lot of babies in the family and they're fantastic. Of course, I'd give them the world.
Champagne and cash.
Well, of course, I buy for all the children, but I don't have children. All right, so I'm not being funny. It's a little bit.
I feel you.
I'm not taking. I'm only
I'll
giving.
buy for your kids, but you buy for me. You know what I'm saying? I like cash / champagne.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Or just say the dog. You've got a dog, right? Buy presents for the dog. What the dog would like is XYZ.
Well, she'd probably want a new heart because she's got heart disease. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible, stressful Christmas.
Don't talk about the dog.
We can't talk about the dog. It's a bit emotional. I've got to be honest with you. But so the thing is, but they went, oh no, Sally, you can't do that because that's not fair. And I went, well, I don't have children. I don't.
I do agree.
And I'm still expected to pay out for everyone, which is not a problem because I love them. I'd buy it and I enjoy buying gifts. I do. But apparently it was frowned upon that I said, I don't have children. I should therefore receive a gift.
I think that that's a fair point. Did that go down like a lead balloon?
Well, yeah, because I still never got a gift. I didn't get a gift, but it doesn't matter. I'm not bitter.
She's not bitter about it.
I'm not bitter because, to be honest, what we tend to do, going back to the blind eye, is we go out shopping to buy said gifts, right, for everyone's children, and there's a lot, and the family. And then I go, oh, that's nice. That's a bit of me. And they go, oh, Sally, do you like that? And I go, yeah, I do. I went, go on then, turn a blind eye. So my sister and I are terrible at this because I go, sis, that would look nice. Oh, I love that, Sally. All right, turn a blind eye. So she
turn a blind eye, as in you look away and she'll buy you the gift.
I'm going to buy it. You've seen it. You like it. You approve it. We're all good. You're going to get what you need.
I feel like the phrase "turn a blind eye" was too. For me, it's just got connotations that we don't want to. I don't know. no turn a blind eye.
Well, as in, like, turn a blind eye. You haven't seen it. Forget I brought it.
Yeah, but
It'll be a nice surprise on Christmas, because really,
Yeah, fair
Christmas
play.
should be a surprise. Okay? But I'm gobsmacked of how many people don't actually know what I would like. Now, look at me. I love a
Fabulous.
sparkle. You can't go wrong with anything sparkly.
I even know that.
She knows that.
We haven't known each other for
Everyone
that long.
knows that.
Even Georgia knows that, and she only had one lunch with you.
She was a fantastic kid. What a lovely
She's a
lunch
little
partner she
legend.
was. But that's what I'm saying. It's a kind of...
Turn a blind eye to that.
I don't
can
like
get on board
presents
with.
where I just feel they've ticked a box. I like presents they've gone...
Well, this is the point.
Sally loves
This is
that.
my point. And by me teaching people the things that I like and the things that I don't like, therefore they'll get to know and buy me better presents. Right? That's the point. Because for me, giving is all about the thought. And I don't think a lot of people, now there's so much pressure to just buy something, then you just go and buy something. Shit. And not going to lie, I'm a declutter queen. I will not keep your shit.
You do that for a job, don't you?
I'm
You
getting
actually
rid of
help
it.
clients declutter their homes
I'm
and
getting
office.
rid of it. I'm not keeping it.
I need you.
If I don't like it, it's not staying in my house. With love. Thank you. I can see that you've put a lot of thought into that gift. Not, clearly.
But
I don't say that to their
But in
face.
their mind, they probably have.
I don't think they did.
Oh, well, then. Got
If you don't tell people what you like and what you don't like, then how are they going to know what you want and what you don't want? Boom, that should be written on a poster somewhere or some
probably
shit.
is. And I
Put that on
like
an
it.
Instagram post.
That's
So
the
anyway,
key takeaway today.
When we were driving, I said to the kids, what is the glitch and the glimmer of having divorced parents? And the glitch was that they miss us when we're not there. And then the glimmer was they get 2 Christmases and 2 lots of birthday presents. Because when we were together, we would have bought them one
Yeah, of
lot
course.
between us.
So
Now they
they're
got
getting
2
double.
whole. I mean,
Double bubble.
that's pretty good. And I did also say to them, look, me and Daddy get on better than a lot of married couples, right?
Yeah.
And we certainly didn't really like each other that much when we were living together. So you've actually got the best of both worlds, because when we were, do you know what I mean? A lot of people live in households where the parents really don't like each other that much. So it's better, right?
Agreed.
There you go. Reframe it.
That's a wonderful reframe, actually. Well done
Glimmer.
to you.
Thanks, babes.
That is a massive
Always on
glimmer.
it,
But you
always
know
on
what?
it.
I do feel for parents who are and there's this I've got a couple of friends that are going through divorces at the moment and have got children. And the guilt and the stress and I'd say it was bad enough when I went through my divorce. It nearly killed me. I don't mind admitting that, because that might come as a surprise to some people. But if I added children into the mix, I mean, obviously I wouldn't have got the gifts.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a glimmer straight away.
Well.
But, you know, the point being, managing a divorce minus children was tough. With kids, horrendous, I'd imagine. And I think it needs one person at least, who is really tenacious about making it work and cultivating a new way.
Listen, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but
She's gonna.
that's what I do, babe. I just knew. I was like, when we get divorced, I want us to be like Gwyneth. I don't know.
Yes,
But
the guy from
it wasn't
Coldplay,
easy. It wasn't
Chris Martin.
easy.
You were
It's been hard work. Conscious uncoupling. It wasn't really like that, but I basically thought, you're going to be in my life whether you like it or not. And I would say 4 and a bit years down the line, finally, I feel like he likes me. Like, as in, we could be friends.
Okay, cool.
I said to him, I'm going to make you my best friend. And he's like, no. And now I feel like we're good friends, aren't we? And he sort of pretends to say, no, I don't really like you, but he does. We get on well. And even his fiance now, again, we've had very good points, very not so shady points. And now she's like, she thinks I'm amazing. I don't know if that's true. I think she probably tolerates me, but it's all good.
But it's got to
It's
be
really
better,
good.
right? That you get on.
So much
I
better.
mean,
And
the
listen,
heartache and guilt. Otherwise, if you
no
don't.
guilt.
So this is a perfect. I love the idea of a blended family.
You know how I told my kids, this is good inspiration for anyone that wants a divorce. First things first is that I looked into it, and I looked into the best time to separate, like the best age to do it, so the kids are less emotionally fucked up. I actually Googled this shit. I read loads of psychological articles and, reading books and all of this sort of stuff. Because I thought I'm going to do it properly. Right?
Yeah, if you're going to divorce and
before I got divorced, by the way, I made myself the best version of myself I could be, and then I tried to make the relationship the best it could.
So
I
you
literally
did do a
I did
conscious
absolutely everything.
uncoupling
Yeah,
then?
for sure.
It's
I
a
did
thing.
everything that I could, and then I did everything the way that it could. And then this is the way I dropped it to the kids. Mummy and Daddy have made a very grown-up decision that we don't want to live together anymore. So Daddy's got a new house. You want to see it?
It was like that, really. And what did they do?
Yeah. And then I made sure that his house was already done up, right? Already ready. There was Lego and shit there for them. It was all very prepared.
Wow.
And then I said to him, whether you like it or not,
Brilliant.
you're coming into my house and I'm coming into yours. So I used to go to his house with the kids and we'd all sit there together so that they knew it's all
Neutral.
good.
Yeah.
Right? It's all good.
Oh,
Daddy's
wow.
always welcome in my house. Whether he likes it or not, I'm always welcome in Daddy's house. That was the vibe. And that was it. I'm not going to say it was easy. And it breaks my heart sometimes because I'm very open and we talk about everything. But sometimes they do say, like, a little while ago, they were like, oh, I wish you and Daddy were still together. So I do feel a little bit like there's nothing you can do. You can only do what you can do and it's just going to land the way that it's going to land. And I didn't realise that they were still sometimes sad. But I just think that they would be. But it's more things like that, isn't it?
But you sometimes must be sad that you're divorced, are you?
Oh, I thought you was going to say that your parents are divorced. Oh, fuck my life.
Not going
No.
there. No.
Jesus.
That's another episode.
No. No, I'm not.
Well, you don't
I'll
get
tell
sad?
you for why. No. Because there was a point, like I shouldn't be talking about this, but I'm going there. He has done a lot of work too, and now I'd say we're much like I'm the best version of myself that I've ever been, and it's amazing.
And you can feel it. No,
It's
but
amazing.
you can feel you've
Thanks,
got that
guys.
vibe about
Thanks.
you, though, aren't you? I mean, you
Thanks.
are, like I said to you, you're a magnet.
A magnet.
She's a magnet.
Sexual magnet. And basically
didn't
he's
say
done a lot of work and we do get on really well. Like when he's on good form, he's quite amusing. Obviously, I'm hilarious. And I did think to myself, like, did I do the wrong thing? I did genuinely go for a little thing. I was like, did I do the wrong thing? Because ultimately we get on really well now. Like, you know, could we have had a really good life if we'd have just blah, 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 blah. And I thought about it for a while. And then I asked myself this question. Don't watch this if you're my ex-husband. If it wasn't for the kids, would you want to go back there? And the answer instantly was no. So therefore, no offense. But that basically clarified for me if I was wanting any, do you know what I mean? If I was what it would just be for the fact of a nice family unit. But ultimately, that's not a good enough reason to spend your life with someone.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Oh,
And
this
now-
got deep, man.
Oh, yeah, we're going to keep it light. I mean, look, we've even got a big bowl of chocolates
I
here.
know.
There's a glitch or glimmer, depending on what side of the diet spectrum you're on.
There's fruit pastels in there. Fruitella.
Fruitellers.
Yeah, but basically, if you are in a position where you're like, it's scary and it's hard, but I'm not going to lie, a glitch sure, it would be easier to have a family unit, although we do a very good job of it. Glimmer, I shit you not, every other weekend, I am a free and single person. When my kids go to their dads, they're happy, they're safe, they're well looked after. I am Lisa Giles, living my best life.
And that, I think, is the key thing.
That's the biggest glimmer ever.
A lot of my friends who've got families, and they're amazing parents, and it's hard work, right? But they sometimes, through no fault, I get it, they lose themselves and they forget that they are a person. And I think sometimes they have this
big
perception of my life that, oh my God, it's so fabulous. Well, it's me.
I mean, it is.
It is.
To be fair.
My life is.
I'm not going to lie. We have a bloody great time.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. That's not going to help anyone at all because my life is brilliant. No, but let me put a little glitch in there. It wasn't my story. I loved being married. And, you know, my friends and family that know me, I adored being married and I adored him. But the glimmer is, I've refound who I should be now because I'd lost that for a little while. And that's not entirely his fault. That was on me. I allowed that to happen over a series of years. Christmas time is hard, I have to say. Christmas, it's, you know, but then also, because sometimes you forget, don't you? You forget all the bad stuff, you know.
Yes, it's very easy to look at.
Oh, definitely. And I remember, you know, there were times where I would sort of go, oh my God, you know, because I love the old Christmas, the build up, and I have this Love Actually kind of impression of how Christmas should be. You know, I'm still waiting for someone to turn up at my door with the cards, you know, with a message. Yeah, I know.
Might still happen.
No, it won't
It's
happen.
only the 27th.
The person I want it to happen with is not that type. He wouldn't do that. But anyway, that's another story. The point is, you forget. Like, I forget that on Christmas Eve, I would go, oh my God, darling, should we open up presents? How wonderful. Look what happened. And he was like, nah, not that fast. Oh, okay. Well, should we do? No. And in the end, what was happening, I was kind of
You were like
begging.
Yeah.
Pathetic as it sounds, it was tragic. It's so tragic. Oh my God, it's taken a turn. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but it's like therapy. These podcasts
No, I just flicked my head.
are
Just
therapy.
once. Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
They absolutely
I don't know whether
are.
this is helping anybody, but the fact of the matter is, my life now, the glimmer is now, is that I learn a lot. At the time, I didn't realise how awful things was, because I was putting on this facade and I was not being genuine, and I was just pretending that my life was all Hollywood. And when you come out the other side, actually you make your life what it is. And then you have to train yourself to find the glimmer. So in all seriousness, this podcast is a conscious decision to find the best of every situation, because that takes practice.
It does.
And when you're at a time where you can't get out of bed, or you just think, oh my God, not saying everything is perfect all the time, but you can pretty much find the glimmer in anything.
To be honest, the minute, like, I've not always been this positive. No way. It takes a lot of effort to be
practice.
like this. But when I found this gratitude situation, everyone's like, oh, keep a gratitude journal. When you actually understand it and you actually do it, it literally changes everything, and it changes your whole life. Because it is a choice, and it does take practice, and it will change your whole mindset about everything, no matter what shit situations
And you
are.
operate on a different vibration.
You absolutely
completely.
Do. Different frequency.
And it is a different frequency. So you write every night in a journal, or what do you do?
All the time.
Or weekly, or?
Right now I've got to the stage where I'm continuously aware of the thoughts that I'm having.
Okay.
Right? Not... makes me...
Dangerous. Because she's a little bit scattergun with her thoughts. So
can you imagine?
Yeah.
That's why I need 9 hours solid sleep every day. So I'm continuously aware of the thoughts that I'm having, and if they take a turn, I'm able to instantly look at them and either reframe them there and then, or if there's something a little bit deeper that I'm like, oh, that's interesting, and I know there's deeper work involved, I'll park that for later. I'll go home, I'll get on my meditation store, I'll get my journal out, and I'll sort that shit out. And
you find, so journaling, meditation, catching those thoughts before you get too dark.
Awareness is the biggest key. I do genuinely find it concerning that a lot of people aren't even aware of the constant negative chatter that's going on in their heads. Like, I do find that concerning, to say the least.
It's a big concern.
It's a big concern of mine, people. I'm not going to lie.
But this is the thing, isn't it? But it's one thing, like, I read every possible book about my situation that I was in. I was so fully clued up with understanding it. But what I didn't know was, well, I get it. I understand why, and why they're doing what they're doing, and why I've allowed this to happen, and blah, blah, blah. But now what? What does one do now? What does one do? What does one do?
Well, now...
So it's the practical steps now.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that's good enough. But nobody, at the time, there was no information out there to say, right, okay, that is what it is. But now this is how you piece your life back together. This is how you actually, in physical, real terms, practical terms, you put your life back together.
And how do you do it? What do you do?
Combination of you. I changed the perspective. I questioned everything I did. Is this good for me? Is this actually what I want? Do I need this? Am I pleasing? I'm a people pleaser, as I've said. So I meditate twice a day. I change my diet. And everyone, you can imagine what that's like at Christmas. It's, a nightmare. Being plant-based, vegan, flexi, whatever. She's laughing because I told her, I admitted this.
Sorry.
And this is going to come out because I know when my family watch this.
I'm not going to expose
I'm going to out myself.
Listen, I'm not that
because
person.
It made me laugh.
I could be laughing at anything.
Well, I'm going to out myself. Not in that way. I'm not like that. I'm not out. Well, anyway, the point is, it reminded me of Gavin and Stacey. We were laughing about this when pigs in blankets.
Pamela.
Oh my God. So for health reasons, I tried to be vegan.
Not vegan, plant-based.
Plant-based, right? So in essence, the key things to help, because I was quite poorly, is I can't have pork, eggs, absolute no, dairy, no, meat,
The fruitellas are for her.
Yeah, fruitellas all mine. I'm all over that. So that was my thing.
No meat, but you can sit on a leather chair. That's why you're not vegan.
Oh yeah, Christ! Leather shoes are obviously.
We don't want to offend any vegans.
Yeah, it's for health. It is not for moral reasons, okay? And I knew a wonderful friend that was vegan. She's beautiful. She's the epitome of gorgeousness. I was inspired, so I thought I'll give it a go. And it's anti-inflammatory is the key thing, right? For health. And I get a lot of stick for this. I've come from a family that love meat and everything else. My nephew said last year, "Oh, that's it. You're going to ruin Christmas being a vegan." Right?
What do vegans eat for Christmas apart from garden peas?
But I did, and it is a confession. I can't believe I'm sharing this, but I feel like we need to be very genuine and authentic. I found myself doing a Gavin Stacey moment where I opened the fridge, and while my lot were all talking and sat in my lounge, I am in my fridge taking a big lump of honey roast gammon. I did, and I loved it. It's so bad, I know. Whereas I could have been a grown-up and just said, I'm having it because it's not moral. I fancy it. No, I had to hide myself in the fridge.
Yeah, but that's being a people pleaser. Listen, I've got myself into all kinds of situations. I wrote a blog about it once. I sent someone a picture of my vagina.
I remember you saying that.
Because they were sending me unsolicited dick pics, right? I did not want to see this at all. But it got to the stage where I felt so bad that he was asking for in return, and I felt so bad that I obliged. It was a good picture. I had the angles really well, and it looked great. And there was none of my face in it. But still, what did that bring me any joy to send a picture of my vagina?
It would have brought him joy.
Well,
my nephew said this. He watched our podcast, our pilot episode.
Oh no, young people are going to watch it. Don't ever send a picture of your genitals to anyone, especially out of under duress.
Why would you? Like in terms of. Why would you?
Why would you what?
Why would you share that? Because it's out there. I would just download an image on Google and say, there you go, off you go.
Well, I didn't think about that. I am genuinely concerned about when I get famous, what might come up. I'm not even gonna lie.
Kim Kardashian, she bounced back from a sex tape.
I'm guessing.
Is there a sex tape? Oh, listen.
Listen.
There'll be a glimmer in that. That'll be on OnlyFans. We're going to make a fortune. You'll be fine.
I just hope that nothing ever... Genuinely, don't laugh at me, but I actually genuinely think I couldn't get famous because there'd be stuff floating about. I know, I'm telling you this now.
Well,
it's not going to stop me, Sally. Fuck it. Just don't judge me.
Don't judge me. I've just had a big lump of gammon out of my fridge.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? She's a vegan.
I'm a vegan.
A flex-a-veganarian.
Yeah, I'm making up my own thing, to be honest.
Oh, that's what I do.
It's a rule. I break my own rules. That's my problem. I don't know who I'm rebelling against. I'm in complete control, and yet I've put a restriction. So now I am trying. It's the same when I go to the gym.
We're going to talk about the gym.
Haven't mentioned that, have we?
Let's mention the gym because there's a couple of... we've upset a few people.
And I'm sad about that because I love them at the gym. Unusually, they're not my type, normally, fit types.
It is the best gym.
And BRF Fitness, Berkhamsted. I've just name-checked them because I got in trouble for that too. But in my defence, I have done a couple of posts. I have promoted them. And I do tell everyone about it. So I think.
Yeah, but you're not doing it because they asked you. You're doing it. This is what my thing is. It's like I'm the world's crappiest salesperson because I can't sell my own shit. Not on your Nelly.
You probably could on OnlyFans.
But mate, I'll be up for it. If someone's gonna want to see something, tell me and pay me some money, and I'll show you what you want. I sent someone a picture of my vagina for free. I didn't even want to. So if you want to pay for it, I will send you a picture of. No. Let's cut that bit out. I'm not cutting anything out, by the way, because I'm not very good at editing. One day when the podcast is a big success and we've got someone doing our editing, we'll be able to say, let's cut that bit out, and then be able to cut it out. But so far,
for the time being, we're on a budget.
Incredibly incriminating.
I spent all the budget on sweets.
Yes, she absolutely has.
It's important that when people come to my house, they get fed. I'm such a feeder.
Yeah.
Are you a big feeder at Christmas?
Not really. I was worried I wouldn't have enough food yesterday. I am.
Should have come around
general,
here.
Yeah, I know. I did think that. In general, we always over cater. When I make food for the kids, me and the kids, I'm like, there's only 3 small human beings eating this food. Like it would, but then it just feeds us for like a week.
Okay, you batch cook. Do you batch cook?
Not on purpose. It's just because I'm not very good at
You're just
portion
greedy.
control. I'm just a greedy cow.
No, I don't
I
do
cook
that.
and I'm like, oh. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about the gym.
Oh, back to the gym. Yes, so I think we do need to name check them because they have been...
No, it's not about name check.
Right.
We need to say that they are basically...
Let's not mention them then and wind them up even more.
No, because listen, one of the coaches said he got a bad rep, which I don't think he did.
I think we're very complimentary. I've never been this complimentary to anyone, to be honest with
To
you.
be fair, me neither. And one of the coaches in specifically was very upset that he didn't get mentioned.
Oh, I know who that is.
No offence, we love you.
That is the most good-looking car park attendant.
He is good looking.
They all are, actually. They're all lovely boys.
They're good. They're
all
good
lovely
boys.
lads. And they are... Well, I just think they're very... Do you know what I like about them? And I did put this on my Instagram story for them. Although I didn't get a mention back. But it doesn't matter. Listen, I thought I'd get an award.
It's not about keeping tallies.
I thought I'd get an award or certificate at least for being the last person in the studio of the year. Wasn't it? It was just us.
Oh, yeah.
Well, in fact, we were there and the coaches weren't, which I thought was even funnier.
Well, I am a coach.
I know you're the coach, but I'm just saying you were leading the session.
Make it sound like we were just like pottering about in the gym
you
doing
were
nothing.
running and actually, thank God, I needed that session actually, and all the craziness. Lisa is a brilliant coach there.
Thanks.
And but we were the last ones there, weren't we?
Yeah,
The whole building.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to us. Who knew? But actually, I didn't know. The boys are fabulous.
They are. And what we're going to do next year, Sally, we're going to absolutely smash it in the gym.
We're going to level up. My family didn't believe me that I could lift what I did. So, but I'm on a board. They've written me up on a board. Not the family, the coaches.
I'm on a couple of boards as well.
So under the brilliant guidance of Callum, Henry, Matt and Ben. Well, Ben not so much. He doesn't train me as much. He doesn't.
She's literally just hedging all of her bets here and
I'm
mentioning
covering
everyone so that no one gets upset.
so no one gets offended.
Who is your favourite though? Don't tell them.
Well,
whisper it to me.
Well, I don't know whether I have a favourite because they're all very different personalities.
Very Switzerland, Sally. Well done.
I'm like a politician there.
Yeah,
no, in all seriousness, I think where they work, the magic works there. A, because I'm there,
Obs.
but also because their personalities are very different. You get something very different from each one of them.
That is true.
And they've all got their unique ways of training you. I mean, the other day I was being proper rebellious. I was being a cow. I'll be honest. I was not being a good student. And I ended up I got separated from you, didn't I? Mm-hmm. They separated us. And lovely Callum, the most good-looking parking attendant in the world, he ended up doing a one-to-one, didn't he? Practically, just to keep me occupied and keep me away from you so we didn't disrupt everybody else, which I thought was genius.
It was genius. But next year we're taking it seriously, aren't we? I'm going to do high rocks. Are you going to do it?
No.
What?
I don't understand it. I keep asking and they keep glossing over it, which kind of tells me that I don't think I'm built for high rocks. I don't even know what it means. I don't know what it is.
It's some mad shit, but I reckon, well, I can do anything if I train.
Of course you can.
Do you feel like that?
Yeah.
Not about me, I mean about you. I'm not
no.
going for an ego boost. Do you think that I can do anything, Sally?
Because you're looking amazing. No, to be fair, we're getting strong.
But in general, in the world, this is my outlook, and call me ridiculous. There's nothing I can't do if I'm not taught. I believe that I would be able to perform brain surgery if someone taught me how to do it.
Well, yes, anything can be learned. Surely.
But I wouldn't just do it like without knowing what I'm doing.
Are you motivated
Watch a couple
to do
of
it?
YouTube videos. What, high rocks?
Well, no, getting like even fitter. Are you motivated?
God, yeah,
like you just kind of, have you got a vision in your head as to what you want?
This is a difficult thing, is because I'm leveling up all the time, and I do say I cannot throw my all into everything because I will have nothing left, right? So I've got to be, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But I reckon I could definitely throw more into my fitness. When I'm at the gym, I could definitely do a bit more. You know what I'm saying? I am known for doing the bare minimum.
Well, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
I was trying to reframe that one, but I just thought, Sally, quit way ahead. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. But
no,
next
but
year,
we did. When we worked
up
together, we were saying, come on, let's put some extra weights on. I mean, I don't pick the weights up. The boys do it for me. They're very good like that. And again,
their nails.
Yeah, but they're very good. And they recognise the fact that if I've broken now, that game over.
You'd not be happy.
No. Oh, my Christ, no.
I don't know how you cope with them things.
Because I delegate.
I mean,
Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? Delegate.
They're really lovely.
Thank you.
But
this is my thing. That's my thing, right? That's
delegation.
my thing. Delegation is my thing. But I think, because we were good, actually, credit where it's due, to be fair, to ourselves, we were quite brilliant. We were motivating each other. We were getting strong. I mean, what was I doing the other day?
I don't know what you were bench, but we were squatting 60 kg, which is pretty impressive. But then on the other day, you were bench pressing some mad shit. Like
60. I did 60 laying down on that one. You lay down.
Do that.
60, and then in some little cage thing.
They put me in a little cage.
Great fun.
Deadlifts. You were doing deadlifts in the little deadlifty thing.
From the floor, picking up a bar thing in this cage. They said it was a triple thing, 100 kg.
But I couldn't even do that.
To be fair, I don't even know I did it. I think they were lying, but
no, they wasn't. But to be fair, I was a bit worried about.
I only did it a few times.
But that's impressive.
Doesn't matter. The point is, could I run a marathon? No. Could I run up the street? Actually, no. Can't even do that. But it doesn't matter. I'm feeling stronger, and that was the objective. And I think for 2024, it is about being the best versions of ourselves.
Absolutely.
Strong, healthy, happy.
Absolutely.
And really successful.
What going back to the whole point of the podcast, just very quickly.
Yeah.
What has been your glitch and glimmer about Christmas?
Okay. I'm going to start with the glimmers, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. I think the glimmer. I think I love the build up of being with everybody that I love, and I love that. Just soaking up the atmosphere, and I love the family. I love the fact that my house is trash and I have babies leaping over furniture and, kids and sweets, and just, I love the laughter and also the predictability of my family. Like, I do. I love it. I love the fact that I know that I'm going to get ripped to shreds or, abuse all the time and criticised all the time. There's something quite familiar
about
that. Do you know what I mean? The fact that, that I'm the black sheep of the family. And there's a little bit of...
We're the best ones.
Yes. And so there is something a little bit about that. But I do love the noise. I always had this vision of my home would always be filled with people laughing, joking, messing about. That I love. That's my glimmer. And my mum and my auntie, they work really hard to make sure it is, a proper family Christmas. So I love that. The glitch is, I suppose sometimes Christmas for me is a re-evaluation point. My birthday's coming up soon, 2nd of January, in case anyone's interested.
She likes champagne and cash.
I do, yeah, and neon candles. But real luxury one, not the happiness one, not my bag, funny enough. And yet you think it would be. Anyway, I digress. My glitch being, it makes me quite reflective. And I do have a tendency to get a little bit melancholy. That's a lovely word.
It's a lovely word.
And I do sort of think,
totes emotion.
A little bit totes emotion, thinking, was this how my story should have been?
Oh.
Yeah, I do have that. I do have a bit of a seesaw at Christmas of kind of feeling those wonderful highs, and then those like,
yeah.
Is it like? But then I blame Christmas movies for that. I'll be honest, because I do,
and society in general, because Christmas is a hard time because, it's supposed to be a time for loved ones and family and stuff like that, but ultimately, so therefore, if you don't have everything that the movies say you should have, it makes you feel like you're the less than, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel less than, but I just
but
feel like
you're lacking in something.
Yeah,
you're less than, but then you're lacking.
I think there's that, and also
there must be more.
I suppose sometimes I just think, I'd love to sort of guilt-free. I'd love to just be in a little log cabin somewhere in the snow.
I wondered what you were going to say then.
No, I was going to be, But then I just think, I wish for that. I would love that with somebody, just to be in a log cabin with the snow falling, champagne, strawberries and chocolate, that kind of thing.
Getting in
reality, yes. Lovely hot bath. Nice. Fabulous. Reality is, I probably miss the chaos.
Yeah, I agree.
And the little traditions and the, the fact that traditionally is never me in the kitchen ever, because I don't cook a roast dinner. I can't cook a roast dinner.
Listen, she can put things together well.
I can do canapes, I can do buffets, I can present.
She presents.
I can't do a family dinner. I can't. I haven't tried.
Not sure you could do
I
it.
haven't tried. But I quite like the fact they take over. I also love the fact that I pretend to clear away. I mean, I had a gorgeous friend of my nephew who I want to adopt. I love him. And Monty spent about 3 hours washing up by hand.
How old is he?
16, 17.
And his name is Monty, honestly.
He's a joy. I actually I would love to adopt him. In fact,
Does he need adopting or?
Yeah, he's asked me to adopt him.
Has he? Not happy with his own parents?
I think he's a teenager, but we've got a bond, and he's the boy I always wanted to have. He's fantastic, and there he was washing up.
I hope my 16-year-old boy
singing and dancing to Neil Diamond, and I love that. Again, another bonus point for Monty because he was joining in on the family sing along.
Well, Monty, if you're watching, Auntie Sally loves you.
Mummy Sally, actually, because I think I'm going to adopt him.
I'm not sure his mum would appreciate that. Or is she all right about it?
Well, he's a teenager. All teenagers can be horrible to their real mums. So I might give her a bit of respite.
All right.
I'm just putting it out there.
There you go.
So yeah, so that was my glimmers, beautiful
glitch.
things and the glitch. You?
Well, the glitch was my little Ern was poorly. So we had a lovely couple of things planned before Christmas, which we couldn't attend. And then Christmas Day, it was just the three of us, which I was really, really looking forward to. But by the time we got there, I'd already been in the house for a couple of days with sick kids. So I was a bit like, I need some fun. But actually, it was lovely. I drank a bottle of Prosecco, not like downed it in one. It was low level. It was fine. I was still able to parent really effectively. And it's fine. My kids know that I'm a lush. We had a really lovely time. And the Glimmer was, what was my favourite bit? I think Christmas Eve, even though it was poorly, I made all that food. Remember I sent you a picture of the food? Yeah, you did. You sent me a lovely picture of your food. And we sat down and watched a film whilst we were eating the food, and I was knitting. And that was just magical.
Oh my God, that's a bombshell right there. You were knitting? I
was knitting, and I was just so happy.
What, for a laugh?
In the moment. What's funny about knitting?
No, but I mean, you do that for real? Was it just...
What do you mean for real and for a laugh? Like, I mean, what you funny? Just... No, I don't mean that, but I mean like obviously... A little bit defensive over
I'm not
knitting. Knitting someone a jumper because I'm not that good at it, but just knit very therapeutic. Is it? Doing something with your hands.
Very mindful.
Very. Yeah, and I don't look at my phone anymore, do I?
So you've swapped Instagram and
for
TikTok
knitting.
Well, that's really wholesome.
Wholesome.
Hey, you are wholesome. You are levelling up left, right,
on one hand, she sends pictures of her vaginas to DJs. And on the other hand, and she drops the C-bomb. On the other hand, she sits and wholesomely knits whilst watching TV with her kids.
You are literally a contradiction.
Thank you. But I like to be unpredictable. I don't do it on purpose. I just am that way. Black sheep.
Yeah, it's a black sheep.
Right, here's for the black sheep.
And everyone that has to go through that. And all the quirks that comes with.
And here's for the glitches and glimmers of Christmas.
Cheers, everybody.
Oh, I have to get up and turn it off.
Right, I don't know how it works.
No, I know.
I'm delegating.
I'm not editing it, by the way.